Hi, I'm here. Had to take another couple days off because my back did a backflip. It reverted back to a lot of pain. So I think I pushed it the first day that it felt good. So I'm back now. I hope everyone is well. I did this little rose here. Let me bring the light in. Oop, that might be a little too close, right in camera range. And let me bring you down. Let me zoom in. I did this little ribbon rose. And it actually turned out way better than I thought it was going to. I tried to use, make it by pulling the ribbon through the fabric. Wasn't going to happen. This is a very tightly woven fabric. This is not silk ribbon. Those two combinations did not work very well. However, I think it turned out really well, and I'm going to make another one. So I thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to make several more actually, because this project is sort of ongoing. I didn't get to work on it much. I think I'm going to take this, lift it up. I don't know that I like it sewn down, but anyway, that's for a moment not on camera because that'll be quite boring to watch. So I want to put another rose right about here. So what I did was I took a button and the little red clicky pen, and I think I'm going to put it right there because I'll probably put it two more here, sort of make it aesthetically equal all around. I don't think I'm going to be putting like a bunch of ruffled fabric on this one like I do the hearts. I don't know, it's just, that's not appealing to me. So, however, that being said, let me raise you up a little bit more so I can show you this. I know, a lot of moving around. Hope it doesn't make you seasick. Look what I did. I did that and I did that. Zooming in. Yeah, I made another flower. This is flour sack towel that I get from Walmart. This is fabric that came in strips. Where are they? These strips that you get in a pack, and this is from a doily that I cut out, and this is shiny red ribbon, and I just absolutely love it, and that's going to go right in the middle, and that's a lot of flower in the middle of that. However, there's going to be other things around it. I don't know how much of this is going to be ruffles and stuff, although some of it's going to have to be because that's going to be a lot of knots. Let me pull you back out. There we go. Okay. Now, my phone might ring. That's not centered. That's centered. So I need that. Oops. That went haywire. And that. Okay. So, yes, you can sort of use the eraser on fabric. Look at that. And it's going to be covered up anyway. Now, that spacing isn't very good, so there we go, somewhere in between those two. This is just so that I can, I'm eyeballing it anyway, right? That's all going to be covered up, and I can touch a little heat underneath if I have to. Anywho's, crochet thread. I found a ball of red crochet thread. It's a great thickness. It's a lot cheaper than embroidery thread, so I'm using it. And I'm going to do the little wagon wheel kind of rose. I know this doesn't look like a rose very much because of the way the petals are shaped, but I'm sort of kind of going that route, so I'm calling it okay. And you just heard this needle pop through that fabric, and this fabric is quite tightly woven, like I said. So yeah, it's sort of a little bit of a challenge, but not really. I mean, it's a nice fabric. I like it. And I am trying to get on the outside of the lines, just so they will be covered up. Now, I did think about doing the leaves first, because it's a little tricky. Now, I did all different leaves on here. I did them different ways. These are Lazy Daisy. These are just stitched, just short and long stitches. These I did an actual leaf stitch, which I like, but boy, does it take a lot of thread. So, yeah. And because I'm a cheapo, I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. Okay, so we're gonna call that good. Now, I could put like a knot in the middle, but it really won't show once you start with the ribbon. I'm going to use a different ribbon, hoping it works. Fingers crossed that it does. So I hope this finds everybody else doing well. I've only been out of the house a couple of times in the past 4 days. Today's Tuesday as I'm filming this, and I will try and post it today as well. Now, this may go a little Christmassy. However, I like the bling because we have some bling in this flower too. I hope you're close enough in. This is not going to fit in that needle. Martha, where is my needle book? There it is. My desk is a bit of a challenge right now. I did clean it up, and I'm not used to having 2 projects going at a time. I'm trying to look at the holes in my needles. That's really a thick. That is very thick. And it's very thick too. Can I do it? Oop. I think I'm going to need the thicker one. This ribbon is, again, not silk ribbon. It's ribbon you buy in a store around Christmas time. I guess you could probably find it this time of year too. Okay, we're going to give this a shot and see if it works. I do not knot it on the back. No knots. Nope. Okay, are you in close enough? Bring it down just a teensy bit. All right, let's see if I mess this up because I'm on camera. This one turned out so well over here. I'm very pleased with it. Get the white fleck of thread off of it. See if I can make it work again. And if not, I have taken out stuff so much in the last few weeks. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yes, it is. Did I think I do have to come up through there, don't I? No. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Regroup. I can't remember what I did. It was a few days ago and kind of in a blur of discomfort. I won't say pain. Definitely discomfort. My back is doing better. It's not 100% yet. However, it'll get there. I've been really babying it. Okay, let's see if I can come up here. Now see, This is really extremely hard to get through, so I wouldn't have been able to. Come on. I did it with the other thread, and this one is way thinner, but it's also got this gold on it, which is making it more resistant. There, okay. And I just leave a tail in the back. Okay. I want the right side up. Although, it looks like it doesn't matter. Trying to figure out what the right side is. I think it's that side. It looks darker. So, I'll pull it out a little bit more. We are going to go under. Oopsies. It takes a little finagling to get started. The ribbon has to kind of warm up. I want to get the right side going. Under, over. Of course, all you have to count is the unders because, ow, just automatically goes over when you're going under. This is a very sharp chenille needle. You know how some of them are really dull? This one's very sharp. So I'll go over that one, under this one. Now, sometimes you can treat this ribbon like silk ribbon, and sometimes you can't. Oh, come on. Seriously? Again, did not have this much trouble when the camera wasn't on. That one went so well. Try not to get too many twists in here, although the twists do add sort of to the texture of the flower. So under that one, over that one, under this one. Oh, this is gonna be a long, boring video. You can fast forward it if you want. Okay. It's a lot smoother going that direction. So I'll just use the pointy end, even though I like to use the rounded end. Okay. And then I'll let it fold over that way. Try not to get it. Under, over, under. Goodness, that's a lot of twist. Too much twist. So letting it hang and untwist a little bit. Under, over, under. And these fill in really fast if you're not struggling like I am, which you shouldn't, because honestly it's not. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. Seriously. You make 5 little spokes, and then you start pulling these through. That one could have been, I could have made that spoke a little longer, I think. There we go. I made them kind of loose. I probably shouldn't have made them that loose, but you can also take advantage of that. Trying not to get the needle through any of the thread or the fabric, because that would make it very complicated and a mess. Okay, so see it's twisting a little bit again. That's fine. That actually adds some texture, like I said. Just making sure I'm not getting that needle in there. So we went to, there's a food co-op. You can become a member, pay dues, you get some discounts, you get special deals sometimes, whatever. We did not become members because we only go there like maybe once a month, if that, for certain things that I can't find in other stores. And they do a lot of organic stuff there, but they don't carry all the cleanest products all the time. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, there is another store, but it's about an hour drive away if you don't get caught in the traffic on the interstate, which is how we would have to get there. It's called Mom's Organic Market, M-O-M. See, I'm hung up on a piece of that thread there. Darn. Okay. I have to pull this back through. I skewered a thread, as my friends in the Australian world would say. I'm just going to cut that little piece of thread and hope it doesn't affect anything. I need I don't know if I have a duller chenille needle in here or not. No, they're both sharp. I know I have some other chenille needles, but I'm going to try this one. It's a little shorter. Let's see if that works. Anyway, okay, so I went, that's over, that's under. I don't know if I can use the dull end. Ow. No. Anyway, that market has, like, they don't take anything without mostly clean ingredients, and it is like all organic. They have a lot of vegan stuff there. But anyway, and I found when I went up north to the little gathering that my veterinarian friends had, which is what happened where I was sorry, concentrating here, please don't skewer any threads. Are you in there clean? I don't know. I know this is almost all covered up, but not enough for me to be satisfied yet. Okay, there we go. I stopped at the Mom's Organic Market when I went to that gathering for the veterinarian friend that's leaving the state. So I found some vegetable broth there that's totally clean, like no added anything. Did have a lot of sodium, but the brand does make a no salt, no sodium added box. They just didn't have it in that store. So I went online, searched for this brand of vegetable stock everywhere. You wouldn't believe how many stocks and broths and stuff like that add sugar. Why? Don't know. Why are you adding sugar and dextrose and other stuff to broth? Why can't it just be vegetables? Well, this brand, Bonafide, makes all organic vegetable stock with nothing added, except the one I picked up did have added. Okay, I'm going to try for one more time around, hope it's not too much. Added sodium. And so we went into this food co-op, to see if they carried it, and they didn't. Well, a woman walked out from the office, and Tony, I don't think I'm going to make it around this one another time. Tony happened to ask her what it would take to get something for them to stock it, to get, you know, what he would have to, what we could do to get them to stock this broth, vegetable broth for me. And she said, well, you know, for our members, we have this order form and blah, 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 blah. He said, well, we're not members, so that's okay. Never mind. She goes, no, just, you know, hang on. Let me see what I can do for you. All right, I'm going to go through this one last time, and that's going to be it. What you want to do is you want to cover up the threads that are in, like, you can see this thread, but I can pull this out and sort of manipulate it and pull that out. And you can still sort of see that thread there, but that's okay. It's all right. Let's see if we can go around one more time. Skip that one, go through this one more time. So she went back in the office and she got the name of the stuff from us. And she went back in the office and they checked and they said, yeah, we can get it. And I'm thinking, she said, you can order it by the case. And that way we don't have to put it on the shelf. And you'll have a case of it to last however long that lasts you. And when you need it again, you just come in and ask us again. We're like, oh, well, okay, that works. So I'm going to go. I think we can make this work. Maybe. Yeah. See, now that thread is getting covered up. That thread there, that's getting covered up by that one. Excuse me. So she went back in the office. She said, we can get it tomorrow. So then the next question is, well, how much are you charging for this? And she said, well, it'll be 20, I think she said $27.99 or something for the case. And then we'll give you 10% off because you're buying a case. Well, that's cheaper than I can get it online. And I paid $4.99 a box at the other place. So I want that thread covered up because that's the one I skewered and kind of messed up. I'm trying to make it around to cover up this thread here. So one more round here. Hopefully will. That one's getting really tight. So she said, yeah. So did the math quickly, which we all know is not Martha's strong suit, but even I know that 6 boxes divided into $27.99 minus 10% is a good deal. So we told her to order it, and they're supposed to call. She said it'd be in today. This was yesterday we went up there. She said it would be in today and that they would give us a call. I'll probably go up there tomorrow anyway. I need to find a date stamp because I have 2 little, there. Now the threads are all covered up. I like it. I like it. All right, now I'm going to try and put this, and do a circle around this thread. And try very hard to pull this through here without squishing the flower. Oh, that's going to be tricky. Uh-oh. Oh, my needle's already through. Ow. But the ribbon doesn't want to come. There we go. I'm going to do it somewhere else because these threads are all bunched up there and I don't want to try and pull the ribbon through those threads. So let's just go down here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're going to kind of wiggle this needle to make this hole bigger. just ate lunch and I'm having a hot flash. And the air came on, but it's not helping much. Hold that thought. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, yay, yay. Okay, and then make sure it looks okay on the front. Just pull that down. And then I just sort of, well, I think I went through underneath, sort of kind of underneath, not through the fabric. So we all know that's not going to work very well. Kind of catch that tail in there. There. I didn't mess up the flower. Now we're going to go that way one more time and sort of lock that in, and then cut these two off, and we're done. Isn't that pretty? I have to say, I like that. I think it's pretty. Okay. So, trying to cool off. All right, now another idea that I had. Let me put that ribbon over there, put my needle away before I lose it and step on it and hurt my foot. All right, now another idea I had was with beads. Those are too big. I think those are too big. I think it's either going to have to be these or these shiny white tubey ones. Because I think it's going to be these. I have these, but they're not really red. They're more pink. I don't know. I didn't want to go the pink route. Let's dump a few out and see. There's a couple purple in there. Yeah, we don't want those. I could do that. That might be interesting. All right, I think we'll give that a go. I think I'm going to cut my wool mat in half again. I don't know. We'll give this a go. We'll see. I want to cut this in half, and I want to make one like a little pin cushion, and I want to make the other one for like laying beads on and stuff when I'm working. And then this half of this one, because this is a half of a mat. Oh no. I just sent the beads flying. Oh, shoot. Well, they either went in the trash can or on the floor. Oh, well. I'll have to look for those later. And then this half I could use for sewing with. All right, let's see. I need a needle that will fit. There it is. My book blends in with a lot of other things, so I have to look for it sometimes. I think these will all go through this needle. See, I don't pull out a beading needle. Beading needles are way too much for me. Way too stressful. What am I going to use? I think I'll use this thread. This is a 5. Hopefully that works okay. I think that's what I'm going to use. All right. I'm hoping this idea works. If this idea doesn't work, I'm going to regroup and do something new. I have another idea, but I'd rather do this idea first. So I'm going to continue to make the roses, the ribbon roses, out of different ribbons. I have that, and the other two are thick. I even thought about putting a white rose on there, like doing white with red around it. Oops, like a white center. Oh, that didn't work. Other end. But I have my thread in my mouth. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do or not. Come on, Martha. You've got this. Come on. It's a big enough hole. Maybe not. Maybe I need a thinner. I don't think I have a thinner red. Okay, not working. Oh, wait, what's this? Nope, that's not it. I'm looking through my little bin. Okay, back to the drawing board. I don't have, I could use white, but I really wanted to use red. I don't think I have anything smaller. Let me see. Obviously didn't prepare for this, but you know, that's how it rolls sometimes, right? I have this weird red, but I think it's thinner than the 5. Oop! Almost lost that all over the floor too. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, I have a needle threader. I haven't pulled it out in a long time. I could get a new needle. Don't need it though, if you do it the right way. Thank you very much, thread. This will be a good strong thread to use. Okay. Sure. I'm kind of wishing now, to be honest, this is confession time, that I didn't have this. I just dropped another bead. I felt it fall on my leg. That I didn't have this dark yo-yo. So I'm sort of thinking, all right, you guys all need to back up here. I need space. I need space. All right. Now, I don't know which side is up because it's a square. So I have to look at my flower. I think when I put it on the canvas, this will be up. So we'll see. This may not even work. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm coming up through the center, going back down. I'm going to anchor this, hopefully. Come back up. I'm going to put some beads on. I like that there's white in between these. Not crazy about the pink, but it sort of kind of is what it is at this point. Come on. Okay, now the idea is I want them to hang off like that. So we'll take a dark one. Please work. And we'll go back up through these. Come on. Come on, 2 more. And that last one. Okay, now I have to make sure before I pull this too tight that these are up at the end. That's not the end. They're up at the end where I want them. Otherwise they'll hang all loosey-goosey off of there. Okay, I'm going to do something here. can see that. I'll move it just a little bit. There. Hopefully that's better light. Of course, the light, I'll probably poke my eye out with it, because it's right in front of my face. That would be the next physical disaster for me. I don't want it too tight because I want it to hang down. I don't want it to stick. Like if you pull really tight, it would stick straight up, kind of like that. Sorry. It's not exactly what I want. Oh. That made me chuckle, sorry. I mean, you could have it that way. If you had a bunch of them, that would be pretty. So don't pull too tight. How many do I have on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky 7. Oops. Four, 5. I know there's weird colors in here. 6. So I'm not going to make them all 7 long. I will make some of them 6 so that they sort of hang at different lengths. Oops. Make some of them 5. Okay, come on. Back through there. I'm afraid of getting too close to my beads over here on the mat with my fabric because so many beads have gone flying onto the floor already. Okay, come on, fit through there. Oops. So you do have to make sure that your thread and your needle fit through. I gotta stop putting needles in my mouth. Fit through your beads twice, or else you will have a slight problem. Because you won't be able to get them. Uh-oh. I didn't make sure they were up at the top. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Through the back. Now, if you were doing this on something that was going to get wear and tear, you would have to be very careful that you knot everything in the back every time you finish one. Because if one of them rips off, they're all going to go flying if you don't do that. I did some beading on, what was that thing? I think it was a bag, and it had a name, but the name escapes me right now. We have a friend who is part Native American, indigenous. Sorry, I know the correct words. Sometimes they just don't come to my brain. And he asked me, he had a pouch that he wanted me to do some beading on. I had never done that much beading before, but I was making Native American flute bead wraps, and he liked what I was doing with the bead wraps. So he asked me to do this beading for him. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of work. And he had helped us out a lot. He's a very sweet guy. We have not seen him since before the pandemic. We are not playing our Native American flutes anymore, sadly. And we are not, we used to run 3 flute groups. And that was a lot of work. We were doing it 3 weekends a month Come on, Martha. The other thing you don't want to do is stab your thread with your needle when you're doing this, because that will mess you up big time too. Trying not to put that out to the universe. Anyway, he was very, very pleased with this piece. I used to have photographs. I think Facebook is the only place I might have photographs still. They might be in the computer. I don't know. They're not on my phone anymore. Come on. Which way am I pulling? I'm pulling this way. There. I kind of like that. I'm happy with it, even though the beads are not quite the right color. I went to Michael's to look for beads, more variety of beads, and I really couldn't find much that I was happy with, honestly. I was very disappointed. I used to be able to get, where is it? What did I do with it? I moved my desk around, now I'm lost. I used to be able to buy packs like this. I don't know if you can tell what these are, but they were like all these mixed beads. Excuse me. And you could get them in every color. And I think I got these from Walmart. Can't find these there now either. Things keep changing and I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to do 5 of these. So I'm going to come up here and do another one. Now that one's longer than these other two. Trying to mix up the colors a little bit here. Should I do that one shorter or longer? I think that one needs to be shorter. So I'll just add that one. I'm putting a kind of darkish one on the end on most of them. I didn't on that one. It doesn't seem to really matter. I think it's working pretty well, knock wood. Okay. Get it wrapping around that leaf. Push them down. Pull it through. It's not as finagly as you think it looks, because honestly it's so easy, and look how much space it covers and how nice it looks. So if you haven't wanted to bead anything, hey, dangly beads are easy. Okay, not that tight. I want it to hang down. I'm going to do one more over here, a long one, to kind of match the long one on the other side, maybe. If I can get the needle through here without re-stabbing something I already did. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do another longer one. I think this one's going to be really long. Oops. And you could get like, I mean, if you were doing a sunflower, you could do, uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. That bead didn't want to fit through, which means it would not have fit through 2 layers of thread. And I couldn't even get it over the needle for 1. Sometimes you just got to take that bead out and say, next time, little bead. Next project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Might have to put one more in, because that almost falls right, well, not almost, it falls right in the center instead of on the side where I wanted it. So that's okay. Come on, straight up there. Oops. Come on, behave. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, what is that? Oh, I stabbed my own thread. Oh, shoot. Sometimes, Martha, you couldn't have done that if you tried. Oh, I cracked myself up. If I can't laugh, I would cry. There. Easily fixed. Okay. I can't believe 45 minutes has gone by already. Good gravy. Well, I hope you'll try some of these things I'm trying. You never know if it'll work until you try it. It's kind of fun. See, now I pulled that too tight and it's hanging way out here. So you don't want that. You have to really pay attention to where it's landing and then give it a tug. Needs to be a little tighter up there. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Where they land. I have to be very careful with my verbiage on this today. It's a lot of work to be careful. This needs to go up a little higher. Tuck in a little tighter there. Where is it? Where'd it go? It's right there. There we go. Okay. See, you can fix it as long as you haven't put your needle back through there again, through the fabric to the back. You can play with it a little bit. Oops. Boing. Okay. Let's see. Oh, now it's where I wanted it. Sort of, kind of. Now the question is that enough? Yeah. I mean, I could always go back and add more if I wanted to. But it fills in that space in the middle of the yo-yo. And it's kind of a interesting addition. Oops, not that tight. Oop, not that tight. Okay, tie it off and don't pull it tight. Find the other side. Tie it off on this over here, I think. Maybe. There we go. And this you really want to make sure is knotted in the back. But I don't want to pull too tight because then that little one, last one, is going to stand out a little too much. Okay. Whoop. Yes, so anyway, those beading projects are what helped me get more comfortable with beads. I used a bead loom for the Native American flute wraps. Maybe I'll pull some of those out and show you next time or sometime in the future if anybody's interested. I used a beading loom for that, and then that was a lot, it's very finicky. It's a lot of paying attention to what bead goes on where and what pattern you want and all that. So, yeah. Okay. I think that's the way I'm going to have it on the frame. I like that, and I like my little rose. So I'll be doing more leaves and roses all around here, and I'll be back when I get that done. I can give you a little close up here. Get the light down closer to it. Hopefully that's showing up well. And the little rose here. So thanks for joining me, and I'll let you go on this one, and I'll be back. If there's anything I did that I didn't show and you want to see it, let me know. And I will be back next time. Don't know when. Don't know if it'll be with this project or the heart project, one or the other. See ya. Bye.